I dug out my old poster to Sorcerer. When it originally opened over here, they used the original title, you know, Wages of Fear. Double A, 14 or over. Ooh. Have you ever seen the Polish poster to it? Classic. Anyway. Hiya. Today's review. Sorcerer. 1977, directed by William Friedkins. Yeah. I'm a bit late with this because it came out on Blu-ray last year, I know, but Sorcerer well, one of these movies were, you know, when you're growing up, like, you know, when you're reading about your movies and stuff like this, that I always kind of knew about it, but I'd never seen it. Up until about 5 years ago, I'd never seen it. Yeah, because it disappeared without trace after it opened, of course, and even to this day it's not been on telly. It's never been on any main channels. Like 5 years ago, it'd never been on DVD. I couldn't get it on video. I'd never seen it on video anywhere. You know, so it was one of these films that had completely disappeared. You'd read about it, but like you just never fucking seen it. And a mate of mine managed to get hold of a minus R of it, you know, of the video. So first time I saw it was about 5 years ago. And going into it, you're thinking, well, you know, because it was regarded as a bit of a, you know, every kind of review you read of it, big turkey, a load of crap, made 8p. You know, just bloody rubbish. So when I originally watched it, I'm thinking, you know, is it going to be good or is it going to be completely crap? So what I'm watching it and I'm thinking that this is not a turkey, this film. Well, how they got it so wrong? And I think what it is, the prism that they looked at the film through was caused because it opened in 77. Same time as Star Wars, like I said, made 8p and then disappeared from sight, and they kind of looked at it through that prism because it hardly made any money, therefore it's completely shit, you know. And of course over the years they've done a critical re-evaluation with it, you know, and rightly so. But yeah, I was amazed first time I saw it. I enjoyed it, and then I watched it last year and I've watched it again a year later. I had got my mates because he's got Blu-ray. I've not got Blu-ray at all, being a pauper, like, you know. So here's the review. So here's the plot. Yeah, basic plot if you're not familiar with it. 4 guys end up in this crap old village in South Dominican Republic. Skint, on the run kind of thing. And they've got to basically drive these 2 trucks full of highly volatile nitroglycerin, yeah, dynamite job, over 200 miles to this, so they can use it for put out this oil fire, yeah. So it's 200 miles over rocky terrain. Can they do it? Yeah, basically same plot as the original 53 Clouseau Wages of Fear, yeah. I've not seen that for years actually. I'm going to have to give that a watch. So that's the basic plot set out. What did I think? Oh, here's my comments on it anyway. Just have a bit of a mini drag me fog here. African Virginia, yeah. And like I said, there's no way it's a fucking turkey at all. Definitely overlooked film. I think very reminiscent of, say, Carpenter releasing The Thing in summer of '82, at the time of E.T. Same with Sorcerer in '77 at the same time as Star Wars. Classic cinematic bad timing, you know. If they'd have both been released, say 6 months earlier, they might have had the hit of the career on their hands, you know, both directors. It's just one of them things that happened. But you get all the flashbacks of these characters. Well, not flashbacks. The stories of how they end up in this village, you know, skint like. And this is my only caveat with the film. With three of the stories, you've got the French guy with the business, the terrorist guy, and Roy Scheider, who's part of the mafia. He's on run because they robbed this church. Like, you get all the backstories. The thing is, but the hitman, you don't get any backstory on him at all. He just does his assassination and that's it, and next minute appears in the village. Now this guy's an assassin, so you think, well, maybe has he turned up for kill someone, like, you know. And he does kill someone, but if that were his assignment, why didn't he not just get on a plane and fly out? You know, he must be the world's worst paid assassin to be in this village, but it's never explained at all what he's doing there, or really how he's ended up there. Whereas with the other stories you do. That's what I thought with this Blu-ray coming out, that you kind of get a bit of extra detail in that, but there's not, it's just the same. Unless there's something I bloody missed in the film completely. But it's never explained that. But that's my only caveat with it, really. There's some awesome scenes in Sorcerer, you know. I mean, it's it takes a bit to get going, slowish start like, you know, but it's, and you can tell this crap all they end up in and all this, and with these characters. Friedkins' worldview, or, you know, it's, you get this, you know, you watch all these movies, it's kind of, you know, you can tell there's no sentimentality at all in Friedkins' world. I mean, his view is almost kind of like nihilistic, really. There's no heroes, there's no villains, it's just various people stuck in whatever situation, and they're just not likeable at all. But yeah, it's the kind of filmmaking that you don't really see a lot of now, you know. You know, that gritty kind of cinema verite style he has, Friedkin. Especially that explosion as well in Jerusalem, I think it is, you know, a terrorist bomb going off. Again, you know, it's just well authentic. But but once it starts where they're in the trucks and they go on the journey, I'm telling you, I mean, you might not like sound, you might not like colour, you might not like action movies, you might not like films at 70s, you might not even like Friedkin, you might not even like Sorcerer. But you've got to say, that bridge scene, I mean, come on. I mean, that is awesome, that. I mean, it's well suspenseful. But I mean, in middle it's starting, you know, and it's a big storm, and they've got to get these trucks across this rickety fucking bridge, you know, and it's, and one guy, yeah, go left, go right, you know. That scene where as well, where it's tipping over sideways, the truck, wind and rain, bastard. It's fucking awesome, that scene. And the second truck as well, there's some good stuff happens in that, you know, the scene where the French guy's out at cabin, you know, and he's looking like, you know, next minute, well, I won't tell you, like, you know, but it's fucking hell. And then you know, the ropes that's holding it up start to unravel as the truck's getting towards the end. Oh shit, what's going to happen? Fucking hell. Yeah, so and what I like about it as well, that scene, is that no CGI at all. Yeah, they were actually fucking there. There's no doubt about that, you know, and it's just fucking awesome. I think it's one of them. It's one of the all-time great scenes of 70s cinema, that, and one of Friedkins' finest hours, definitely. Just like his car chase in French Connection, you know. You remember that. You remember the bridge scene in Sorcerer, as well as other various stuff from his movies. Yeah. So yeah, awesome scene. And then there's that scene as well where they come across this big fuck off tree in the middle of the road. They can't get past it, can't get round it, like, you know, so they've got to blow it. Yeah. And I was reading recently, Friedkin Connection, his autobiography, like, worth a read, yeah, if you're into Friedkin movies. And as he explains in that, originally they set it all up, 3 cameras, action, and they didn't have enough explosives for fucking get rid of the tree. So, as he explains in the book, he gets hold of this guy who he knew from French Connection, called Marvin the Torch, New York's premier arsonist and blow up guy, like, you know. And so he gets on phone, Mrs. is on phone. Called her Mrs. Torch. Is Marvin there? Like, piss off, he doesn't do that anymore, he's retired. He says it's for a movie this, I need him, like, you know. So Marvin the Torch comes all the way from fucking New York to Dominican Republic, sets up the explosives and 3 cameras, action, you know. And when you see that explosion in the movie, and what an explosion it is, Marvin the Torch, yeah. There's also that scene towards the end as well, where they go through that landscape which looks like it's from Moon, you know, and Roy Scheider's white as fuck, and you get all the hallucinations as he's going completely mad, you know. And that's a good surreal scene as well. So it's yeah, gritty, realistic, you know, basses you in head kind of movie. Highly recommended. But also, mustn't forget, soundtrack, Tangerine Dream, classic soundtrack. You know, their style of music, yeah, it's awesome, yeah, and it gives the film that extra bit of whoosh, you know, especially when they're setting up the trucks as well, and you've got all the music, and you get that silhouette shot of the truck with the lights, you know, awesome, yeah. So, one last thing as well. Have you ever seen Joe 90? You know, biggest killer in TV history. 9-year-old kid, but he puts on glasses and he can do mega things, like, you know. Well, there's one episode called Colonel McLean, which is basically the Wages of Fear plot, where Joe 90 and these 2 guys have got to drive these trucks full of high explosives across rocky terrain, like, you know. And there's Joe 90 driving it as if his feet could reach pedals, like, you know. And one guy says, he turns up and one guy says, is this some kind of joke? You know, listen Sergeant, we're going to drive these trucks. And the thing is, even though they do the plot in 25 minutes, it's pretty good actually. Quite suspenseful and well acted. So try and watch that if you can. I know it's on YouTube, but it's a bit shit quality, like, but it's a good episode, that. The Wages of Fear episode, I call it. So, I mean, look at it. You didn't expect that, did you? I mean, we've got a reviewer, Sorcerer, Joe 90, Marvin the Torch. You know, what more do you bloody want? Like, so yeah. Sorcerer, highly recommended. If you've not seen it, give it a watch. If you have seen it, see it again. Right, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you later.